I'm Jared Haynes, and this is Rogue Outdoors. Today I want to talk to you about my favorite all-around tripod on the market, and that's the Vets Recon V2 invert tripod. The Recon V2 is the perfect all-around tripod on the market. In this video, I want to cover the price, some specifications on this tripod, and then we're going to compare this to a bunch of other common tripods on the market. Starting off with that price, the tripod's going to come out to be around $605, depends on if you can catch it on a sale, might be a little bit cheaper, but that's going to be the tripod itself. Then you're going to add whatever head to it. Now the V2 model has the smaller tripod head, so it fits things like the Sure VA5 and mid-sized ball heads easy. It's the one that I recommend if you're going to go more towards like a filming and lighter weight hunting option. If you're just purely competition shooting, then you could go with the standard Recon as a bigger plate on the top for disconnect on different tripod heads. But for me, the V2 is definitely the way to go. Now, when you talk about that $605, that's definitely not a cheap price. However, it's not, crazy over the top expensive, and I can vouch for the Vets build quality. The machining up in here is extremely precision. When you take the leg stanchions, unloosen this, put it out and say lock it in here. When you're done, you loosen this up. Listen. You're going to hear that the machining and the craftsmanship and build on the carbon is so tight tolerances. They have little air ports on the back of the leg holes so that water and debris and that kind of stuff doesn't sneak down in there and start disrupting the motion and the smoothness of the leg deployment. All those little features speak to why spending that $605 is something that I think is a totally acceptable asking price for this tripod, as well as because this particular model can do so much, as we're going to talk about in this video, I think that $605 is definitely justified, and I would recommend spending that money for a once-in-a-lifetime type tripod. This is something that's going to last you. You don't have to worry about it breaking down. Now let's cover the specifications on the Vets Recon V2 tripod. So starting off, this is an inverted tripod, so the leg stanchions come out from the top instead of like standard tripods where all the manipulation controls are up at the bottom side, which I love the inverted design. It puts the heavier, bigger legs down on the bottom, keeps it really, really sturdy. It also makes it really easy for deployment. Instead of having to put the tripod way up in the air and get to those leg sections, you're able to just keep the head right up by your body, keep the weight. If you've ever got a gun mounted to this, I don't want that waving around up in the air. So the invert legs, I think, is priceless. Great option and the way I would go. It is a double leg, so you have the two controls right here. I think on the triple sections, you're starting to get to a lot more manipulation and a lot more leveling out that you have to do. So I think this is a perfect mix between having good adjustment, this thing gets really tall, and then being able to collapse down, still having the two legs. So in this collapsed height with this Sure VA5 head on top, and I did all my measurements in the way that I actually use it in the field, you're looking at 32 inches. So 32 inches from head all the way down to the feet, which is pretty decent. It is a little bit tall for just a single backpacking scenario. However, it worked, has worked just fine for me out in the field, and it gives you such good strength that I am okay with that height trade-off in this collapsed position. Now it'll extend out to, let me look at my notes here, 65.5 inches. So that's taller than I am standing all the way up. If I put a rifle on this thing or binoculars, they're above my head. So that is an awesome extension height, which means up to somewhere around like 6'2", 6'3", you're easily standing and glassing off of this if you want to. It can hold 100 pounds, So very, very sturdy. My slick tripod that I typically used as my hunting one is really wobbly once you're getting up into heavier rifles. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to look at something like this, as well as my camera setup is pretty dang heavy. And so I don't want a wind gust to come along and knock the tripod over. This thing is built robust and can hold that. It's got down here hidden spikes in the feet. Now these spikes, like I said, you could take out and make the tripod a little bit lighter. I weighed this and I'm coming in at just about 5 pounds, and that's with the head installed. So again, a little bit heavier than an ultralight like my slick setup with an outdoorsman's pan head. However, if I put an outdoorsman's pan head or a real light ball head on here, that drops the weight a little bit. If I take these metal spikes off, each one of these is pretty robust. All that can drop a tiny bit of weight, but I like having that option there in the tripod for if I'm in, filming or have my expensive rifle or spotting scope in some sketchy terrain, throw those spikes on and really dig this sucker in so that it can take some wind gusts and I don't have to worry about my setup falling over. Now let's talk some comparisons between some other commonly used tripods on the market, as well as ones that I've used quite a bit and have some good personal experience with. So the first one is going to be the 2Vets QDT tripod. This is a competition styled tripod. It is an invert and it only has one leg adjustment section. This thing is awesome when it comes to the competition world. However, I've found it to be on the big side if you're talking, packing down for hunting, especially Western hunting where you're backpacking in or a lot of steep elevation gains. This is more like a stand type hunting tripod or competition. That one you're going to be looking at 43 inches total collapsed height and then a weight of 6 pounds. The Recon is the next up in the lineup. We've got a collapsed height of 32 inches and a weight of 5 pounds. The slick tripod has been my ultralight option. This is what I've hunted with the most. And it comes in at 25 inches tall and 2.7 pounds with the outdoorsman's pan head on there. And then the last one is the Manfrotto Be Free. This is coming in at a height of 20 inches when it's collapsed and 3.3 pounds because it's the aluminum model, kind of jumps up in that weight. Now, when you look at all those across the board, and we're talking in a hunting specific scenario, you would tend to lean towards the slick tripod. However, what I've run into and what I've found is that the slick with heavy duty glass on there, if you extend it out, it gets really wobbly and you can get a lot of shakes just from, very light wind gusts and that kind of stuff. So I then found myself starting once I got this Recon model, leaning towards and putting this in the pack much more often because unless I'm going way back in, the extra weight hasn't been that big of a difference to me. If anything, if I'm running a bigger spotting scope in my backpack, this kind of offsets the weight, kind of keeps the pack even with the rifle on my right side. I'll have the tripod on one side, spotting scope in the back, or however I end up moving that weight around. It kind of levels that weight out. So I haven't had a big issue in, day hunt type stuff. If I was going to do a really long extended hunt, I would definitely probably consider the slick. But when it comes to filming, smooth of being able to use a bigger pan head like this to get, better footage, the thing that goes with me literally like 90% of the time, it's the Recon because it is still small enough I can fit it in the backpack. However, it's not so big that, it's taking up too much space or way overweight like the QDT would be in most just general hunting scenarios where I've got to throw it in a pack. It'd be way up above my head. Now this is the main comparison and the main portion of the video where you will have to decide as the viewer if this tripod is the one you want to buy. So I'm lucky enough, I've got different options as you just saw that I can kind of pick and choose from for different needs. But if I was only going to be able to buy one tripod and that was going to be my do all, this would be it. And let me tell you why. So the main comparison that I run it against is the slick. The slick is really lightweight and I need something like that for hunting You have to be able to put it into a backpack and not have it just be overweight. And so that's where if I could only have one, the QDT would not be the option I would go with. I also wouldn't go with the Manfrotto because as it does collapse down super small, it's heavier than the Slick and it doesn't extend up to where I can comfortably glass off of it. So now we're running the two side by side, Slick and the Recon. And when you look at these in a backpack, I'm gonna throw up some side by side footage here. The Recon sits pretty darn flush with the side of my backpack. So it's not getting caught on brush. I don't have any issues there. The Slick sits down into the bag a tiny bit more and does weigh a little bit less. But as you're gonna see here as we move forward in this comparison, and this next section is gonna be the overall glassing height and ease of putting it up. So the Recon having the invert legs and only 2 adjustment sections makes it really quick and easy to take out of the backpack, deploy it out, and have it ready to glass or ready to shoot off of really, really quick. It also has, as I mentioned earlier, the feature of the hidden spikes down in the feet. So that way if I'm in really windy terrain and I've got something heavy up on top, I can really plant that sucker and keep it locked into the ground. But being able to stand up and glass off of the tripod is a huge game changer. The Slick will allow you to do that if you run the center beam in it, which I don't know, gives about 1.5 feet of extra height over what I have it shown here in the video. However, when you run that, you then can't lay the legs out and get totally flat down on the ground to shoot if need be. The Recon, as you can see here, will splay all the way out and you can get, I mean, realistically lower than I necessarily need to be in this video clip to shoot prone. So this thing can go as low as possible and as high as I would possibly need, and it covers all those scenarios. Build quality, the Slick is built really well, and so are all the 2 Vet tripods. So there's really not a knock on the Slick compared to this. And then when it comes to ability like to film and to shoot heavyweight rifles and to put heavy other equipment like spotting scopes and not have them wiggle if I'm trying to film through it, the Recon then starts being a step above every single time than the Slick. So realistically, if I'm looking for one tripod to do it all, I want to go tournament shoot, this can handle that. I want to film and have really steady filming and a smooth, pan head on there or a fluid head, this can do that. I want to have one that can lay totally flat and stand all the way, taller than me so I can glass off of it and shoot prone, this can do that. It checks every single box. The only compromise is a little bit of weight and a little bit of height. However, I think they've done such a good job keeping this lightweight that it still can hold that lightweight category and you're not just like, man, I can feel this boat anchor on there. It just blends right into the weight of the other equipment that you're running. Don't run a big spotting scope, drop down to a little bit smaller 45mm spotting scope or something like that, and run your phone on there so that you can digitally zoom. You maybe make a compromise like that, and that eats up most of that weight difference anyways from the Slick to this. So I hope that comparison helps you see why I feel the Recon is the best all-around tripod I've seen so far. Just its size fits perfect to be able to hunt, but then do those professional filming. Like I take this thing out and do professional filming on the side with it, and it works amazing. Like it can handle all of that while still being able to do the ultra lightish type hunting things that I do. So if this review helped you decide whether the Recon is the tripod for you, leave a review down there or leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking, and please consider liking and subscribing to the channel for more content like this coming out soon. Thank you for watching.